So today I've got Kobe. So had a little break from Kobe because he needed to get through his testosterone phase. He's had his little op. It was a month, well, over a month ago now, and so this is his first day back with me to see how he is. Only brought Roscoe this morning just to double check his behaviour with the other dogs, and obviously if Frank was here right now with Frank's speed, it would really trigger him, so I need to see what's happening with him first. So I'm just out with these two. This is the first walk this morning. Okay, Roscoe's handling it all well. So there is a noticeable difference already. When I went to pick Kobe up this morning, yeah, he jumped up a couple of times, but it wasn't intense, it wasn't really heavy. Just let Roscoe handle this. That's okay, that's all right. Now before, yeah, he's a bit full on with the play, but before he was doing the sort of the big dominant stand. He was trying to stand over Roscoe, trying to stand over the other dogs. He was putting his paws on top of their shoulders. That's the dominance, and he would not back off. I mean, he was fixated, he was whining, he was stressed to hell, and this is absolutely beautiful. I'm over the moon because he's a gorgeous dog. We've just got to get through that phase. This puppy stage with all their different phases that they go through is an absolute nightmare. And then when you think you're past the chewing and the toilet training and the initial socialisation, you've got the walking on the lead, then they reach the 10, 11, 12 month mark and hormones kick in and mess it all up again. So you have to then contend with that. So if you can just bear with it, see it through, get to the other side, and then you get up to your, your 13, 14, 15 month mark when they've had their castration, or if they've been spayed, whichever they need, then bring it all back into play again. They won't forget what they've learned as pups, they won't forget any of that, and it will all come into play once the testosterone and this crazy instinct drive wears off. We just have to see it through to that, but don't panic thinking, oh, he's going to forget everything that he's originally learned, because he won't. So pick this up. He won't forget anything, but at that particular moment in time, unfortunately, you have to bear with me a second, I'm just cleaning up after Kobe. Oh no, he's got a stick now. You see, he was too fixated before to even get a stick. He couldn't play, he was just too fixated, too intense. The drive was just crazy. And he was just sniffing and constantly on every dog he met. This beauty just wants to play. I'm loving this. I'm going to have such a good day. I'm already excited for this afternoon when I bring Frank out with him, because he's going to have such a good time with Frank. So yeah, this is lovely. You have to bear with me a second. Big dogs tend to need more than one bag. But look at him. Look, he's playing. This is, I'm over the moon. I'm seriously over the moon with this. This is beautiful. Like I say, when I got to the house, yes, he was jumping up, there's whining, but it was normal and it was excited, and I do tend to bring out the worst in them. I'm aware of that. You know, it's if only I could be that popular with everybody. But yeah, dogs love me, which is great. And look, he's lying down, he's just calm. I'm just over the moon, absolutely over the moon. My biggest concern was, I mean, when they're castrated, it always makes a difference. Okay, it's just to what extent of the difference it makes. And I was just thinking, oh, please let it really work for him, you know. And I can see clearly it is. This is wonderful, wonderful. I'm having a great day already, and we've not barely got started. But this initial seeing how he is with Roscoe, and Roscoe knows exactly what to do with him. But look, he's just playing, he's not intense. And the fact he's fetching sticks, I mean, he wasn't fetching sticks before. His head just couldn't relax enough to fetch sticks. You know. It's lovely, really good. So I'm going to carry on with this walk. Like I say, get that initial energy out of the way, get them back in tune with me, and back in tune with Roscoe as well, so he knows the boundaries. But I mean, his owners have told me they've been, oh god, he's been all over the place. They've been doing loads with him, and that is so important. You've got to vary the scenery, you've got to vary your walks, you have to be interesting, or your dog will be more interested in everybody and everything else. So remain as interesting as you can by going to lots of different places. And remember how many times a second they sniff, like up to 400 just on average. 400 times a second they're sniffing, so that is just massive amount of information. You've got to vary your scenery. Just drop my lead. You've got to vary your scenery. You've got to vary the experience for the dog. Keep it interesting, keep his mind stimulated. You know, we owe it to the dog to do that, and they've been doing loads with him. So this brilliant, and you can tell, you can actually tell. I always know I always know what's been happening with the dog. I know if he's been walking well on the lead. I know if the you know, if the owners have actually been consistent with the boundaries, because the dog tells me. So I always know, and I can see it's really working with him. They've done a great job, and I'm absolutely over the moon. So I'm going to carry on with this walk this morning and just thoroughly enjoy him. And then this afternoon I'm going to get all of them. Little Sid will come with me. It'll be good for his confidence, and also it'll be good for Kobe to be around a dog that's not overly confident as well. Obviously Sid will stay on the lead, but it'll be good to have Frank with his crazy fast running, because that will really trigger if there's anything. And also Frank is now at that stage at 10 coming to 11 months old, where his testosterone is kicking in, and he's at that phase. He's not intense or fixated, but he doesn't back down, okay? And the fact that he runs so fast is what triggers a dog to react if they are a little bit that way inclined. So I'm going to get that put to the test this afternoon, but I hope it stays like this. This weather is beautiful, and this is just, I'm over the moon. I can't tell you how happy I am. This is just brilliant. Loving it, absolutely loving it. Have a good day, everyone.